is going to go by pretty fast because I got to keep this thing under 15 minutes. All right, now if you have a prism or a cylinder, the volume is going to be base times the height. And this is a capital B. I'll explain that in a minute. And if you have a pyramid or a cone, the volume will always be the base times the height divided by 2 or 3. All right, now the difference between a prism and a cylinder, a prism, it'll have two ends that are exactly parallel, and they'll be the same shape. So this is a prism, this is a prism, and anything with a top and a bottom is going to be a prism. Everything else is going to be a cone, which is on page 3 and 4, or pyramid. It only has one side that's that becomes its base. All right, prism. The base is a rectangle. It's this area here. And that's length times width, which is a rectangle. And the area of the base, that is B. That's what the uppercase B here and here is. So the volume is going to be the base, which is length times the width, times the width. That's the base, that's B, times the height, which is 2. So here we got base times height, which is length times width times height of a rectangular prism. So this is going to be, so the volume is 5 times 9 times 2, which is equal to 50 or 90 centimeters, and they're cubed. Area is always squared. This is centimeters squared. Volume is always cubed. Okay, this prism. And the base is here. So we have two bases actually. One of them is here and one here. So triangle. Area of the base is the base times the height. This is lowercase b divided by 2. So b is equal to base times height over 2. In this case, it's 9 times 13 divided by 2. So the base is equal to 58.5 inches squared. The volume is base times the height, which is going to be 58.5 times the height, which here is 18, times 18, which is equal to 1053 inches cubed. Next, we're still on prisms. This is a trapezoidal prism. Okay. Now here our base is this area right here. Okay, it is one of the bases plus the second base divided by 2. And that's going to be times the height over 2. So here we've got 9, or rather 6, plus 12 times the height, which of the trapezoid, which is 4, divided by 2. And that's going to equal 36. So B is equal to 36. The volume is base times height, which is equal to 36 times 10, which is the height of the prism, 360. Next is a cylinder, and here's the base here, these circles at the very end. So the area of the base is pi r squared. Now, this is the diameter, 6, so the radius is half that. So pi times 3 squared, which is equal to 9 pi. And this is a cylinder. The area of the base is a circle. And the volume is base times height. And here we have B, so it's 9 pi times 22, which is the height here. And that comes out to 1998 pi. All right, the next are pyramids or cones. So this is a pyramid. And its base is the bottom here, which is a rectangle. The area of the base is length times width. So B is equal to 15 times 16, which is going to equal 240. And these are square inches. The volume is base times the height over 3. So here we have 240 times, and this 10 inches, that's the height. This is actually also called the apothem, which is, so apothem equals height. So 10 divided by 3. So the volume is equal to 800 cubic inches. This is a pyramid with a triangle as the base. And this is going to be base times height, lowercase b, over 2. So here we've got the big B, which is our base, which is this triangle here. And the area of that is 8 times 15 divided by 2, which is equal to 60. And the volume is, this is the big B, so base times height over 3, which is 60, times the height, which is 25, right here, divided by 3. So V is equal to 500 cubic centimeters. And finally, and this one's kind of cut off, this is a cone. And its base is this area here, which is a circle. The area of the base is pi r square. So in this case, it's pi, and this is the diameter of 17, it's shown, times 17 squared. And so our volume, so our base is equal to 60, or rather, not either. The base is equal to 289 pi, and so our volume is base times height over 3. So our big B is 289 times pi, times 24, which is our height, divided by 3. And so that's going to equal 2312 cubic centimeters. All right, I've drawn a rectangular prism here with the base of 3, the height of 4, and the length, which is going to be the height of, which is going to be h here in just a bit. But anyway, our volume on a rectangular prism is base times the height. And so our big B is equal to 4 times 3, which is base times height divided by 2, which is the area of a triangle, which is equal to 6. And so the volume is equal to 6 times the height, which here is going to be 8. It's going to be 48 cubic centimeters. And on number 9, I've drawn a cone. We've got the radius here. We don't know what the radius is, but the height is 10 inches. So we know that the volume is equal to base times height over 3. All right, so now we know that the base, the big B, is pi r squared. All I'm doing is taking this, changing it for an equivalent. Now we know the height is 10 inches, or 10 centimeters, over 3. All I'm doing is, here's height, that's 10. B, which is the big B, the base is pi r squared because that's the area of this circle, and divided by 3, and we know that 120 pi is the volume because it tells us so. And now that we have everything put in, we've substituted everything we can, so we've got one equation and one unknown. So all we got to do is move everything over. And so we're going to multiply by 3 over 10 times 3 over 10